My coworker stole my medical leave story as her own, so I played along until her fundraiser reveal party. I never planned to expose my coworker's fake cancer story at her own fundraiser, but when she stole my mother's death as her cover story for plastic surgery, I realized some lessons need to be taught in public. For 3 years, I've worked alongside Vanessa at a marketing firm in Chicago. We weren't close, but we were friendly enough that when my mother was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer last year, I occasionally mentioned her treatments during lunch breaks. When Mom passed away in March, I took 2 weeks of bereavement leave. The grief was overwhelming, but I returned to work determined to honor her by living fully. 3 months later, Vanessa announced she needed medical leave for a personal health crisis and would be out for 6 weeks. SMN was supportive, myself included. What I didn't expect was the Instagram post I saw that weekend. Starting my cancer journey, Vanessa wrote beneath a hospital selfie with artfully applied makeup, "Same rare ovarian cancer that took my mother 3 months ago. Life comes at you fast." I stared at my phone in disbelief. Vanessa's mother was very much alive in Florida. I'd seen her commenting on Vanessa's post just days earlier, and the cancer she claimed to have, the exact rare subtype that took my mom. I immediately texted our colleague Emma. "Did you see Vanessa's post? She's literally stolen my mother's cancer story." Emma called me instantly. I thought I was going crazy. Didn't she tell you last month she was getting a mommy makeover, tummy tuck and breast lift? The pieces clicked into place. Vanessa had been talking about cosmetic surgery for months, but complained about the cost and recovery time. Now she had 6 weeks paid leave and apparently a fundraiser. I could have exposed her immediately. Instead, I decided to play along. I sent flowers to her home with a note saying I understood her journey better than anyone. I publicly commented supportive messages on her increasingly dramatic posts. I even volunteered to help organize the Healing Help for Vanessa fundraiser she was mysteriously well enough to plan during her treatment weeks. The fundraiser was set for her final day of first-round treatments, and conveniently timed with her return to work. 50 colleagues and friends gathered at a rented venue, each having donated at least $75 for attendance. Vanessa arrived looking radiant and noticeably lifted, wearing a stylish headscarf despite having posted that her treatment plan didn't include hair loss. As event co-organizer, I was scheduled to speak first. I approached the microphone holding a large envelope. "Before I start, I want to acknowledge that cancer affects everyone differently. My mother fought for 14 months before we lost her in March. Her strength inspires me daily." Vanessa shifted uncomfortably as I continued. "When someone shares a cancer diagnosis, our community naturally rallies around them. That's beautiful, but that support is built on trust." I opened the envelope, which is why I've brought something special. I pulled out the document per my mother's death certificate with cause of death clearly stated. This rare cancer has a very specific pathology, so specific that when Vanessa surgeon per Dr. Leonard at Chicago Body Sculpting Perrant accidentally sent her tummy tuck and breast lift receipt to my email instead of hers, I was confused. The room went silent as I placed the cosmetic surgery receipt on the projector. I believe Vanessa does need support, peritoneal, just not for cancer. Perhaps but the ethical choices that led us all here tonight. Vanessa ran from the room in tears. The company's HR director, who was present, quietly informed me that all donation money would be returned and Vanessa's employment would be addressed immediately. 3 days later, our CEO called me into her office. I expected a reprimand for causing a scene. Instead, she slid a business card across the desk. "This is the therapist the company provides for grief counseling. Your first 6 sessions are covered." She paused. "And I want you to know your mother would be proud of your integrity. Sometimes public lessons are necessary, not for revenge, but because private lies create public harm, and sometimes healing begins only after the truth is finally spoken aloud."